Alright guys, we got 33 orders going out this morning for a total of $681 gross. So let's get to pulling these orders, guys. What's going on, everybody? My name is Marcus. Welcome back to another video. Today is going to be a what sold video where I show you guys what I'm selling inside my business to try to get on my road to 7 figures. This is not an immediate goal, guys. I titled the last video Road to 7 Figures. Guys, I've just hit 100K this year, hopefully going to do 200K. So not a quick process, but a process nonetheless, and I want to bring you guys along with me. I want to talk about it now so that way when I get there eventually, the people that have been following the journey will see what the process looks like. This is going to be a couple years in the making, but you're at the ground level of it right now. 6 figures has been accomplished twice now, so let's see what happens. Let's see what the road to 7 figures looks like. And if you guys are interested in that journey, then just follow along. Just rock it out with your boy. So I've moved these boxes over here. The funny part about it is, right, is these boxes are elevated. If you can see the wood planks from the broken shelf that broke a few videos back is laid down, so all these boxes that look like they're on the floor are not on the floor. These boxes are also not on the floor. They're elevated on the other half of this white plastic shelf. Just the 2 shelves are on the ground right there. Now what did happen was, and when this is what happens, I had a couple of boxes on the ground. This box right here did get wet on the bottom. It's dried now, nothing got soaked through, but since these boxes were no longer lined up over here, this water trail right here is from yesterday when the basement leaked again, and the boxes, you could see the water trail. It just came right over here, and what wasn't on the ground, that box got wet. So the landlord did come in here yesterday. He patched up the wall over there, or whatever's leaking over in that area, he did repair. He said the only way to know for sure that it's repaired or not is to recreate a rainstorm or wait for the next rain to happen. So I'll keep eyes on it. I'll keep you guys posted on it. I am buying 2 new shelves today. 2 shelves should get all this off the ground plus some, because one of these shelves fits for 8, 12, 16, 20, fits 20 boxes, and that's not 20 boxes. So I should definitely be able to get the rest of this stuff up off the ground today, as well as just continue. I've told you guys in the last couple videos, I'm going to be proactive about just buying shelving in large amounts and just get this stuff assembled before all the boxes even get sat on the floor, so that way I eliminate this problem moving forward. Let's go ahead and start pulling some of these orders, guys, and show you guys what's actually selling. I sold this Quacker Factory. It's like a fleece vest, little mock neck type of thing. Quacker Factory sells okay. This only sold for 12 bucks. The stuff with like the what is it, what would you call it, like holiday scenes like Christmas and Halloween and themed shirts sell a lot better. Sell upwards of $20, and plus sizes sell really good. That is not a plus size. That is a women's. It's a women's extra large. So not a small size, but not a big size nonetheless. Columbia pants, 12.225, 12.225, 12.225. These are Columbia capris. I took a best offer of $9 on these, just because the person was very, very persistent on lowballing me, and frankly, I ain't even gonna lie, guys, I got annoyed and just accepted it. So I guess persistence pays off. Jimmy Buffett shirt, 12.516, 12.516. Sometimes the person that's most persistent wins. This is a Jimmy Buffett's the best year, or the year of Still Here 2008 concert tour tee, kind of different looking. So for 16 bucks This is a men's medium shirt. Oh, and these capris are a women's 10. Let's see what else we got here. A Glacier Park shirt, a men's large, above it all in Montana. This sold for $12, $13.81. $13.81. It's gonna be down here. Tell me this inventory system ain't gravy, guys. If you're like in the bin system still, I feel for you, man, because like stacking and unstacking bins is not the way to go, especially when you got 30-something orders to pull. This shirt sold for 12 bucks. I think I said the size already. It's a men's large. But yeah, so I noticed that a couple of the links were wrong. Shout out to my girlfriend. I had the 12 by 15 links swapped out with the 10 by 13 links, and the links that everybody's been using, the shop 4 mailers, that's not even who I buy bags from anymore. I've been buying bags from Spartan Industries for like well over a year now. So I went in the links and I changed it to the products that I am currently using. I even think the boxes are the 30 by 10 by 10. So I switched those over to these 32 by 32 or 32 by 8 by 8 boxes, because I can fit more items in these and I can fit more of these on a shelf than I can these wide ones. If you can see the difference, these are 2 inches wider than these, and they're 2 inches taller than these, so they take up more space than these, and I fit the same amount of items in these that I do in these. Well, I ain't gonna lie, I probably fit about 5 more items in the bigger boxes, but I can fit more on a shelf with the smaller boxes, so essentially I can store more. But anything that you guys see, from the boxes to the bags to these labels, everything, guys, is all in the description. To the step stool that I use, it's literally all in the description. You guys can get all this stuff on Amazon yourself. I know a lot of people have been switching over to this inventory system and they're very appreciative. It really is a game changer, guys. I'm not even gonna lie, it makes pulling items. I wouldn't be able to film a video almost every day showing you guys what sold if it took me all this time in the world to unstack bins and stack bins. So it makes the process quick. I'm in and out of here in under an hour every morning, and I'm filming throughout it. So really a game changer. So if you guys want to use the links, you can. If you don't, you don't. It does support the channel and get a small kickback. So thanks for all the support, guys. So these New Tags Banana Republic jeans, these are the black travel jeans, $28.30. They sold for $30. These are a good brand to pick up. These are men's Buffalo David Bitten jeans, David Bitten, whatever, size 32-29. They sold for $15. This is a Life is Good shirt, a women's medium, sold for $11.25. And then this is another First Form shirt. If you guys saw the last day in the life video where I talked about this brand, this is a St. Louis brand fitness company slash supplement company where they make protein powders and all that good stuff. This shirt sold for $11.25, and that's never pass on that stuff, guys. Even if it takes a while to sell, which it usually sells, for me at least, in less than 3-4 months max. This shirt was listed for 2 months maybe, and that's pretty long in my opinion for this particular product. So it was really quick. So yeah, yesterday while I was at the bin sourcing, just in there just doing my thing, minding my own business, who walks up but Kristen, a royal squirrel. So it was pretty cool. I was not filming, she was not filming, and it was really refreshing to not film and then not be caught up in trying to get good content for people and trying. Guys, it's stressful trying to get 400 or 500 items in a week or in a day at the bins, and then trying to film. So that's why you guys haven't seen a lot of bins videos from me. But we also had James, my born reseller life, come down, and I finally got to meet him and Jan yesterday. Super cool. That was great. Really had a good time, and I was able to end up, I almost got 400 items, so I didn't hit the mark. But big shout out to Kristen, because if it wasn't for her on the second trip, I wouldn't even got as many pieces as I did. And I think I got 191 items on the second go round. I go 2 rounds a day at the bins, 3 hours at a time, because they close and they fill the bins back up. But it was really cool to meet James yesterday finally. This is not my first time meeting Kristen. I've actually filmed a video on my channel with Kristen and Ray, a thrift challenge. So it was really good to see everybody, and I had a really good time hitting the binge yesterday thrifting. So yeah, back to more items. Big shout out to them guys. Follow their channels. I'll leave it linked in the description down below. In case you guys don't know who I'm talking about for some reason, their links will be down in the description, and you can check their channels out. Got this Ivanka Trump women's blouse. Never sold this before. I can't remember who told me about this. Somebody told me about this and put me on game. Big shout out to whoever you were. This blouse sold for 20 bucks. It did sell fairly quick, not like super fast. The SKU number on here is 15 and we're on 19 right now. So I'd say that took about two or 3 months. Sold for $20, and it's a women's large. This is a men's express shirt, the MK2 fitted button-up shirt. If you guys see these, they do sell okay. They don't sell for great money, but they sell fairly quick. This sold for 10 bucks. It's a men's small, which is why it took as long as it did. Women's American Eagle jeans, the low-rise flare. These sold for 20 bucks. They are women's 6, so I'm surprised they sold as quick as they did. The Y2K look, the low-rise flare look is still definitely in, so if you're not picking them up, you need to. What is this item? A Water Girl by Patagonia, board shorts. Getting close to the end of summer, guys, so if you guys still have this stuff and it's in your death pile, stop tripping and get it listed, because it's not going to sell that quick if you don't have it listed right now. Winter is or fall's coming up. These sold for 14 bucks. They are a women's 12, which kind of shocks me that they took as long as they did to sell, but maybe it's just not a desirable look, so I don't know, we'll see. I got these Union Bay women's size 13 cargo shorts. Union Bay is a brand that it's okay, right? It's not like, oh, I gotta go snatch up some Union Bay in bulk, you know, but cargo, almost anything cargo will sell. So I've been picking up Union Bay cargo shorts and cargo pants. Those sold for $10. We got a Banana Republic polo shirt, just a fitted Pima cotton polo shirt, sold for a best offer of 7 bucks. That's a men's large. Got a Harley tee here. This is a baby Harley tee, so not like really awesome sizing. Let's see here, a boy's size 5 toddler tee, says bad to the bone. That's sold for $7.50. We got, what is this, a Dickies button-up shirt, sold for $15. This is a men's large. Cumberland University, I don't know where that's at. Somebody tell me where that's at in the comment section. I think it's in Illinois, maybe it's not. Anyway, sold for $25. Pick up this stuff, guys, even if it's like on a Gildan tag or something like that. I believe this is on a Champion tag. No, it's on a Badger tag. That ain't even like anything good, guys, and it's still sold for 25 bucks. So university stuff is still popular. Pick it up while it's still popular, because eventually it's gonna stop being as cool as it is. These are St. John's Bay women's size 16 corduroy pants. Corduroy still in too. Pick that up while it's still trending, because eventually that's gonna phase out as well. These sold for $12. That's a women's 16. Is this it? 19174 is an Amazon employee rain jacket. Literally listed this let's see, what, the night before last, before I went to bed, and I woke up to an offer of, I listed it for 30 bucks, woke up to a $20 offer. You guys know what my motto is. I'm accepting that. So a lot of people say they don't list Amazon stuff. Every time I list it, it sells very quick. I've never had any issues with it. Hopefully I don't have any issues with it. I ain't trying to burn bread on myself, but if I do, then I'll stop picking it up. But until then, I'm just gonna keep on listing it, because it sells almost immediately every time I do list it. Now we're gonna get into a few sales that are older, that are on sale for either 70% off or 50% off or 30 or 40 or just some type of markdown sale. that's used to get rid of old aged inventory that has gotten stale over the past, you know, months to a year. I implement these strategies to get rid of stuff, make space in all this madness here, and to recoup my buy costs and invest in the items that will sell for more money than obviously the stuff that's just not moving. And these are just tips and strategies that we talk about inside the Patreon. If you guys are trying to get any help or get further faster in your reselling business, consider joining the Patreon that Bo Johnson and myself run. It's called Road to Six Figures. We're trying to help people go full-time or either turn a part-time hustle into a full-time hustle, make a little extra cash, maybe buy your kid a car, whatever the case may be. You guys can do it with the tips that we give you guys inside this Patreon. 50 members, 50 plus members in there that are also providing value, especially on things like Poshmark, other platforms that I personally don't have experience with. Although Bo sells on there, I don't know nothing about it. I sold on there and I jumped off that cliff a long time ago and I'll never go back. But if you guys want help, come consider joining the Patreon. 7-day free trial. There's a BOLO list, item specifics guide, 2 spreadsheets to help you keep track of your numbers, and just an ever-growing platform of knowledgeable people to help you guys as well. So free 7 days, man. You can't go wrong with that. Come try it out, get a free store review at least. Catch you guys over there if you decide to join. So these jeans right here, guys, are nudie alpha jeans, and from when I first bought these at the bins, I thought that they would sell for a lot more. Comps were looking a whole lot more impressive than what they actually ended up selling for, and these actually ended up selling for just $10. And comps that I saw on those were looking more like $100. So I don't know what took these so long to sell for. They are stained. That probably has something to do with it, but they're premium salvage. So it's so weird that they took forever to sell. But I think part of the reason is that I put the word stained in the title. Let me see. I can't see that they're very stained from the photos. Okay, so there's just like one small spot on the front of the thigh. I don't really see that being a reason to make them take so long to sell. See, here's the thing. I had them listed for $70. They went on sale for 70% off. The title says $33.29 and it says the word stained in it. But then when you look at the photos, the tag says $33.34. So they have been altered to be shorter than what they started out at. And that's why they're at $33.29. So I took pictures of that and I let it be known that they were shorter. We'll just see how this sale goes, guys. This sale could be a possible return, just because people don't read descriptions or photos. That could be the reason why they took forever to sell, honestly. Next up are these Dickies jeans. I believe these are Dickies men's shorts. Those sold for $5.40. They're a men's size 40. Those just don't sell that well for me. Anything 40, it doesn't matter what the brand is. This is a Harry Potter t-shirt. This sold for $2.02, 70% off. Then this Nike windbreaker jacket right here sold for $15. Charleston, South Carolina shirt sold for $6.50. Okay, guys, next up is this FC Chelsea. It's an Adidas football or American soccer shirt. This sold for $13.50. It is a men's small, not really the greatest of sizes, or else it would have sold a lot quicker. Sold for $13.50. The number is 5814. Really old number. I don't know what I had this thing priced at if it sold for $13.50 at super duper percentage off. Let's just take a look. 40% off, so I had it priced at $30. So probably not the greatest of conditions either, because it was snagged. All right, next item is going to be this Roper or Rough Stock Panhandle Slim pearl snap shirt, sold for $9. Then we have some Covington capri pants. I got these in a bulk buyout. Literally got, I don't know, close to 100 of them, and they're all different colors too. Like this whole box, Covington, 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 Covington. This whole box is all Covington pants. Those sell for 10 bucks. Super slow sell through. Those are all plus size. Women's 22W. Next item is, let me make sure, H&M pants with this flower embroidery on there. I thought those would sell quicker, but H&M is a trash brand. Those sold for $7.87. We got Sims Fishing, which is actually a decent brand. Sims Fishing, like fleeces, jackets, quarter zips, go for a lot more money and sell faster than this t-shirt did. T-shirt sold for $13.30, so still a really good price. Nike women's track pants. These are a size small. Oh yeah, and that Sims t-shirt is a men's medium. Nike track pants, men's small, sold for 15 bucks. Vintage Eddie Bauer corduroy pants. These are a women's 15, sold for $15.40. And I had a couple of questions real quick from viewers of the channel. Okay, so this comment, I'll get to the two questions in a moment, but this comment comes from Living Redefined. I really always get a lot of joy out of this person's comments for some reason. And this one says, this one's no different. I just listened to another reseller and they seemed a bit pretentious. They don't seem to understand that what's available dictates, and these what's available is in quotes, dictates what we have to sell. Geez, thanks for being a real dude. And so for the bulk of people out there, right, watching what sold videos, what you see in my what sold videos isn't always going to be what you can find in your area, right? And that's why you got to, number one, just pick what you can, right? I go out to the bins, I buy hundreds of items at a time. Most often they're one-offs. Rarely do I find multiples of the same item, and if I do find another one of those, it's not going to be anytime soon. Like, I'm not going out and finding hundreds and hundreds of the same item week after week after week. It just doesn't happen. So you got to pick up what you can, you find what you can. If it looks similar to something you sold before, try that item too. It doesn't have to be the same brand, but really all you can do inside your business is control what you can, so you can control what you put in your store. Look everything up. I've literally looked up thousands and thousands and thousands of items. I've looked up a couple hundred, items not this month, over the last month. I looked up a couple of hundred items. You know what I mean? I'm always looking items up, but for the most part, I'm picking up the same thing over and over again because I don't need the variability inside my business, right? And I can't control what I'm gonna find when I go out there. So just try to keep it simple. So let me get to the question now. Thanks for your comment, Living Redefined. Good luck in your business. Okay, and so the other question was from Lynn's Clothing. It says, hey Marcus, how do you deal with flaws? When in the thrift stores or the bins, you can't always notice flaws. If it has too many flaws, do you bother listing it? And so here's the thing, right? With flaws, I sell things with flaws all day long. All day long. Most of my items are going to be in pretty decent condition, but there's going to be some items that are not in good condition. They're going to be fair, whether it has pilling, whether it has some type of wash wear, whether it has a stain, a hole, distress that didn't come on the item. Sometimes those flaws make the item look better. Most of the time they don't. But for the most part though, like if it's a vintage piece, distress or a hole or a stain isn't going to stop the item from selling. So sometimes it gives it character. So in those instances, those cases, I do pick up those items. If I get an item home and the lighting in the bins is straight trash, right? Like you can never, even if you go by a window, you can still never see the full condition of an item. And then I'll be out in the parking lot loading my items into the car and I'll see a flaw. I've already bought it at that point, so I might as well just go ahead and list it with the flaw. But if it's something like, let's just say like Peter Millar Summer Comfort, if it's got a gigantic yellow stain on the front that I didn't notice it, probably not going to be able to get that much money for it. I might still list it, but it's going to take forever to sell and it's not going to sell for the greatest of money. If it's like in what, a pair of Vineyard Vines, you know, khakis or something like that with a stain on it. I'm probably not going to want to list that, but I've already bought it, so I'm going to list it. But it depends, man. Like if it's an item that has like a preppy or like, you know, real like bougie type of person that's buying it, probably not going to get the greatest of money out of it being stained, which is why it was donated in the first place. So don't, you know, listen to me as like the rock solid like gospel of what to do on reselling. But inside my business, I'll list it. I'll just list it at a really low price because I know it's not going to move for the greatest of money or, you know, the fastest because of the condition it's in. Do your best to not pick up items that have flaws. Do your best to not pick up items with stains. It's going to do your business much better. Trust me, I don't mean to pick up all the things that I pick up that have flaws. If I pick up an item that has flaws, it's usually a vintage item that will sell for that type of money with it being stained. Most of the time, if I have an item that has a stain, I don't notice it until I'm taking photos of it, and that's just all there is to it. I try to put all that stuff back, or I try to not even put items in my cart in the first place that do have stains. Just happens sometimes. Okay, so the next question is from Ashley Gregory 4607. She wants to know how to change handling time. Now I've messaged her and told her how to do this. Well, I didn't message her, I commented on her comment on how to do it, but just because a comment has been left doesn't really garner like a walkthrough. So I'm going to show how you would do it. So for me, I'm gonna just go to my drafts page. This is on the listing page on the seller hub, and I just go to my drafts, and what I would do is select all. So I would just check this box. There's 119 that have been selected. I'm going to go to resume drafts. This would be the same as if you would go to the active page. You would just, instead of resume drafts, you would edit the selected, which would be the option. So it's going to bring you to the bulk editor. So what I would do is, again, check this box to select all the active listings that I want to edit, right? So this has got all 119 items selected. See right here, 119 out of 119 selected. Then you would go to this bulk editor, and then you would come down to the shipping delivery section. Since I'm in business policies, I can't explain how to do it, so I'm gonna have to go to my business policy. But essentially, you would go to this bulk editor, and there's going to be, instead of in this delivery section where it says shipping policy, there's going to be a section that actually says handling time, or it's going to say handling, and you would click on that, and then you would be able to edit all of your listings for same day handling time, 1 day handling time, whatever the case may be. So I'm going to back out of this, and I'm going to go to my shipping policies, and I'm going to show you guys the metrics inside of the actual business policy itself. Okay, so here's my business policies page, right? So let's just say I want to edit all these 289 items. It's going to bring me into this. The policy name is t-shirts. I use this for anything first class. So the flat cost is going to be $6.50 for each item. And then the same day, the handling time is set on same day because my cutoff point is 5 a.m. in the morning. That's before I even wake up. So if it sells before I wake up, I'll ship it that same day. But if I wanted to change this, I would go in here and select 1 day business handling time, or I could change this up to 40 days. But it says excessive. This is not typical. Anything over 3 days handling time is excessive. It's definitely not, it's not good business to have over, I think, 1 day handling time. Like, what are you doing? Why can't you go ship your item that day? My girlfriend has 1 day handling time, same day shipping. She literally ships her items as soon as it sells. Great customer service. So if she can do it, you can do it, and she has a full-time job. You can change your handling time here to whatever you want to change it to, and this is going to be how you do it. I'm gonna leave mine at same day handling time, and then we're not going to edit this. I'm going to go back out of it, but this is essentially how you would do your handling time, and that's that. So unfortunately, that's probably not going to help you as much as it could have, because most people don't have business policies enrolled. I know it brings a lot of difficulty into the backside of things. If you don't have it, just use the bulk editor, go to the handling time, edit it for the handling time that you need, and then that should give you the results that you're looking for. So hopefully that helps. If not, I'm sorry. Just leave it in another comment section if it didn't help you. So let me pull up these last 3 items. Got a couple of pairs of shoes. These Crocs right here sold for $5.66. They're faux fur lined. These Thundercats Converse I thought would sell for a whole lot more. When I first got these at the bins, they were selling for like $200. I think the size is just what had it not sell fast. These are a size 5 in men's, 7 in women's, and they only sold for $18. They've been listed for well over a year. So literally went from a $100 shoe down to an $18 shoe. Oh well. This Miller highlight hat is sold for $3.50. You guys ever seen South Park with the Loch Ness Monster that wants to borrow $3.50? If you haven't seen that, just Google on YouTube Loch Ness Monster $3.50 on South Park. Stupid funny, man, but I'm gonna do it. That's gonna do it for this one, guys. I'm gonna end it on that note. Hopefully you guys are doing well. Hopefully everyone's staying positive inside their business. Control the controllables. Keep listing items. Get ready for Q4. Don't let slow sales get you thrown off. A lot of people, man, tapping out, and I really hate to see it. People that were on YouTube when I first got started are like not in the game no more. I'm not going to be one of those. Don't be a statistic, guys. Catch you guys on the next one. But until then, let's make this cash, guys. Peace.